students, in previous video we have solved the question number 1 to 10 of exercise 15.1. Now we will solve question number 11. In question number 11, Gopi buys a fish from a shop for his aquarium. The shopkeeper takes out one fish at random from the tank containing 5 male fish and 8 female fish. See in the figure here. What is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish? As you see here, the number of male fish is equal to 5 and the number of female fish is equal to 5. So the total number of fish in the tank is equal to 5 plus 8 equal to 13. If let E is the event of fish taken out is a male fish, then the number of favorable outcomes to event E is equal to 5 because there are 5 fishes in the tank, male fishes in the tank. So the probability P equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, that is equal to 5 upon 13. In question number 12, a game of chance consists of a spinning an arrow which comes to rest pointing at one of the number written on the wheel, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is shown in the figure, and these are equally likely outcomes. What is the probability that it will point at 8, an odd number, a number greater than 2 and a number less than 9? Now there are total number of outcomes 8. In first part, let E1 be the event of pointing the arrow at 8. So here the number of favorable outcomes is 1 only, because there is only 1 times 8. So here the probability PE1, E1 means first event, PE1 equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, that is equal to 1 upon 8. There is 8 total outcomes, so 1 upon 8. In second part, let E2 be the event of an odd number. So here see, there are only 4 odd numbers, 1, 3, 5 and 7. 1, 3, 5 and 7. So number of favorable outcomes is 4. Hence probability PE2 equal to 4 upon 8. On dividing, it will give 1 upon 2. In third part, let E3 be the event of a number greater than 2. So here see, there are 6 numbers which is greater than 2, means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So the number of favorable outcomes is equal to 6. Hence probability PE3 equal to 6 upon 8, which is equal to 3 upon 4. In fourth part, let E4 be the event of a number less than 9. A number less than 9 means there are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So number of favorable outcomes is 8. So the probability is PE4 equal to 8 upon 8, that is equal to 1. In question number 13, a die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting, in first part, a prime number, second part, a number lying between 2 and 6, in third part, an odd number. As you know that the numbers on a die are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total number of outcomes is equal to 6. In first part, let event E1 be a prime number. So as you see here, there are only 3 prime numbers, 2, 3 and 5. So the number of favorable outcomes is equal to 3. Hence probability of E1 is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, that is equal to 3 upon 6, which is equal to 1 upon 2. 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6. So 1 upon 2. In second part, let E2 be the event of a number lying between 2 and 6. So number between 2 and 6 is only 3, 4 and 5. So here also the number of favorable outcomes is equal to 3. Hence probability PE2 equal to 3 upon 6, that is equal to 1 upon 2. In third part, let E3 be the event an odd number, event of an odd number. So here odd numbers are only 3, 1, 3 and 5. So number of favorable outcomes is 3. So the probability PE3 equal to 3 upon 6, that is equal to 1 upon 2. In question number 14, one card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting, in first part, a king of red color, second, a face card, third, a red face card, fourth, the face of the jack of hearts, a spade, and the queen of diamond. So here the total number of cards in a well shuffled deck is equal to 52. In first part, let E1 be the event of a king of red color. So total number of kings of red colors are only 2. Hence probability PE1 equal to number of favorable outcome divided by total number of outcome, which is equal to 2 upon 52. So here 2 1 ja 2, then 2 2 ja 4, 2 6 ja 12. So it will give the answer 1 upon 26. In second part, let E2 be the event of a face card. So total number of face cards is equal to 12. Face cards total are 12. Jack, queen and king are the face cards. So each type of card are 4 in number. So there are total 12 cards. Hence probability PE2 equal to 12 upon 52. That is equal to 4 3 ja 12, 4 13 ja. Hence it is equal to 3 upon 13. Card. Let E3 be the event of a red face card. Total number of red face card equal to 6 because there are two colors of the card, and total cards are 12 face card, and there will be 6 black face card and 6 red face card. So total number of red face card equal to 6. So probability PE3 equal to 6 upon 52, that is equal to 3 upon 26. Now in fifth part, let E4 be the event of the jack of heart. Number of jack of heart is 1. Only one card is of heart, jack of heart. So probability PE4 equal to 1 upon 52. In fifth part, let E5 be a spade. So total number of spade is equal to 13, which I have explained earlier in introduction. Total number of spade is 13. So PE5 equal to 13 upon 52. That is equal to 13 1 ja, 13 4 ja. That is equal to 1 upon 4. In sixth part, let E6 be the event of the queen of diamond. As you know that the queen of diamond is only 1. Hence PE6 equal to 1 upon 52. In question number 15, 5 cards, the 10, jack, queen, king and ace of diamonds are well shuffled with their face downwards. One card is then picked up at random. In first part, what is the probability that the card is the queen? In second part, if the queen is drawn and put aside, what is the probability that the second card picked up is an ace and queen? As you see here, 5 cards are 10, jack, queen, king and ace of diamond. So each type of cards are only 1 in number. So in first part, let E1 is the card is drawn queen. So here number of favorable outcomes is only 1 because there is only 1 queen, and total number of outcomes is 5. 5 cards are there. So probability PE1 equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, that is equal to 1 upon 5. In second part, if the queen is drawn and put aside, then the total number of possible outcomes will be only 4 because there are 5 cards and 1 card is put aside, so there is only 4 cards. So possible outcomes is 4. In A part, let E2 be, E2 is the event of second card picked up is an ace. So here number of favorable outcome is 1. So PE2 equal to 1 upon 4. In B part, let E3 be the second card picked up is queen. As you know that here queen is drawn and put aside. So there is no queen in the pack. So number of favorable outcome is 0. Hence PE3 equal to 0 upon 4, that is equal to 0. In question number 16, 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. It is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether it is good or not, it is defective or not. One pen is taken out at random from this lot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. Here the number of defective pens is equal to 12 and number of good pens is equal to 132. So total number of pens equal to 132 plus 12, that is equal to 144. Let E be the event of the pen taken out is good one. So the probability P equal to number of favorable outcome divided by total number of possible outcome. So total number of favorable outcome will be the number of good pens, that is equal to 132 divided by total 144. On dividing it by 12 you get 11 upon 12. In question number 17, first part is a lot of 20 bulbs contains 4 defective ones. One bulb is drawn at random from the lot. What is the probability that this bulb is defective? In second part, suppose the bulb drawn in one case is not defective and is not replaced. So now one bulb is drawn at random from the rest. What is the probability that this bulb is not defective? So this question is also similar to question number 16. In first part, the total number of bulbs equal to 20 and number of defective bulbs equal to 4. Let even be the event of the bulb is defective. So probability equal to number of favorable outcome divided by total number of outcome, that is equal to 4 upon 20. On dividing it will give 1 upon 5. In second part, if the bulb drawn in case 1 is not defective and is not replaced, then the total number of remaining bulbs equal to 19, because there are total 20 bulbs and one is taken out and it is not replaced, so there will be remaining bulb 19, and the total number of non-defective bulb will be equal to 20 minus 4 minus 1. So it will be 20 minus 5, that is equal to 15, because 4 bulbs were defective and 1 was taken out and not replaced. So it will be 20 minus 5 equal to 15. Let E2 be the bulb is not defective. So probability of this event is P2 equal to 15 upon 19. In question number 18, a box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. If one disc is drawn at random from the box, find the probability that it bears, in first part, a 2-digit number, second part, a perfect square number, in third part, a number divisible by 5. So see here, total number of discs in the box is equal to 90. Discs are numbered from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to 90. So there are no similar number on any disc. In first part, let E1 be the event that disc bears a 2-digit number. So see here, the 2-digit numbers start from 10. So 10, 11, 12, 13 up to 90. So there are 81 total 2-digit numbers in 1 to 90. So the number of favorable outcomes is equal to 81. Hence probability PE1 equal to 81 upon 90. Dividing both by 9, it will give 9 9 ja 81, 9 10 ja. So 9 upon 10. In second part, let E2 be the event of a perfect square number. So as you know that perfect square numbers start from 1, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. Then 100. So 100 is not in this group. So the number of favorable outcomes is equal to 9. Hence probability P2 equal to 9 upon 90, that is equal to 1 upon 10. In third part, let E3 be the event of a number divisible by 5. As you know, the number divisible by 5 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 and so on, 85, 90. So here the number of favorable outcomes is 18. 18 5 ja 90. So total number is 18 divisible by 5. Hence P3 equal to 18 upon 90. Dividing by 18, it will give 1 upon 5. In question number 19, a child has a die whose 6 faces show the letters as given below: A, B, C, D, E and again A. The die is thrown once. What is the probability of getting letter A and letter D? As you see here, in first part, let E1 be the event of getting a letter A. Here the number of favorable outcomes is 2 because there are 2 times A. So favorable outcomes is 2. Hence probability PE1 equal to 2 upon 6, that is equal to 1 upon 3. In second part, let E2 be the event of getting a letter D. Since here is only 1 time D, so the number of favorable outcome is 1. Hence probability PE2 equal to 1 upon 6. In question number 20, suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region shown in the figure. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle with diameter 1 meter? Here the figure is shown. As you see here, the rectangular figure is having the length 3 meter and breadth 2 meter. The diameter of the circle inside the rectangular region is 1 meter, so the radius will be 1 upon 2 meter. Now the area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth, that is equal to 3 into 2, which is equal to 6 meter square. Now area of circle equal to pi r square, so it will be equal to pi into 1/2 square. 1/2 square means 1/4, so it will be equal to pi by 4 meter square. Now the probability that the die land inside the circle will be equal to area of the circle and area divided by area of the rectangle. So it will be equal to pi by 4 divided by 6, that is equal to pi by 4 into 6, which is equal to pi by 24. So this problem is related to the geometrical figure which I have explained in introduction part. Up till here we have completed question number 1 to 20. Now we will see the next question 21 to 25 in next video.